Meantime, great Scott, Rick can't take it anymore either. Florida Governor Rick Scott now slamming the political games both parties are playing, and the pain on his state, all of this FAA waiting around is creating. Governor, spell out how bad it's getting for Florida.
Well, look, we're a tourism state. About 1 million jobs in our state are tied to tourism. We have 4 major hubs in our state. We're clearly the gateway to Latin America. On Monday, our Fort Lauderdale Airport and Orlando both had almost 50% of their flights were delayed. It's going to impact jobs in our state right when we're having a dramatic turnaround in our economy. But this will have a very difficult. We're going to have a difficult time with this. I think it's ridiculous that they can't find other ways to cut, to do the right things, to make sure we keep growing jobs in our state. We're now below the national average on unemployment, and I want that to keep going down.
But are you hearing from any of the popular tourist sites within your state, either around Orlando with Walt Disney World or SeaWorld or Universal or obviously Miami, that it's affected hotel bookings, resort bookings? Has it gotten to that stage yet?
Well, we're in day 4. People are starting to get frustrated with how long the delays are. My concern is they'll decide not to book a flight to Florida. We have 1 million jobs in our state tied to tourism. Again, we've got a lot of business here too. I want to keep our economy going. Look, when I came into office, I had to reduce our budget by $3.7 billion in a $70 billion budget. We did it with common sense solutions. We didn't take a meat cleaver to it. We didn't do things that would adversely impact jobs. We did the right thing, and that's why our economy is booming again.
Well, but these sequestration cuts, Governor, I think both parties will agree they weren't ideal. Republicans are saying in retrospect, well, they beat no cuts at all. So they're sort of saying, you know, these are arbitrary, kind of fickle, kind of unwieldy, but they beat having not cut anything at all. What do you say to that?
Well, look, I had to cut my budget the first year, $7 million, but I used common sense. I didn't do things that would adversely impact jobs like this will in our state. I think this is ridiculous what they're doing. They had other ways they could have cut this. I'm concerned about jobs in our state right when we've dramatically had a big turn in our economy. We're below the national average on unemployment.
So you don't buy the administration's touche. I mean, you're always good plugging your state. I admire that. But back to this issue, Governor, do you think the administration is then not telling the truth when it says that it didn't have the type of choice and the range and the latitude in making these cuts that you say, that it pre-announced that it would be going after, it didn't want to, but that it would be going after flight controllers and the like, and that this was coming down the pike and no one listened?
What I've been told is they had over $2 billion of other cuts they could have made that would not have impacted air controllers. This is only going back to 2010, the size of the FAA budget. So this appears to be for some political move. I just think it's ridiculous because it's going to impact jobs. Our families want jobs.
Governor, thank you very much. Good seeing you again.
Thanks, Neil.